Though it's a pretty easy week, still got some great footage for you. Heading to the trails a few times this week. $77, $90. So that's 1 centimetre and 1 kilo less than last month. Hey guys, summer is pretty much here. Last day in November. Welcome to week 5 of my training for Tarawera. I am doing a bit of an easier week, so it's actually kind of forced to do an easier week because it's so hot. It's 32 degrees today. I guess it's not too bad for a summer day, but it's the first warm day we've had for a while. So I really struggled in tonight's session. I tried to do a speed session tonight, 3 days after running 50k last week. But yeah, the legs were no good, and neither were the lungs or the rest of my body actually. So just did 800 meters, a bit slower than what I usually would do, and then tried a couple starts to an effort after that, and legs were no good. I've had a fair bit of fatigue build up over the last few weeks, as you can see. So yeah, I'm looking to get that fatigue number down so that I'm not increasing my training too much, which, as you can see, I've been steadily ramping it up. I do like to ramp it up, but now it's time to back it off a little bit so I can keep improving on my training. So after doing 3 easy days, I got in a interval session on Thursday where I felt better. So 3k effort in 10:11, which is about 5 seconds a kilometre faster than what I ran the week before. So that's showing that I freshened up, and then some 200s and 300s afterwards. With the session on Thursday night that I started to feel a bit better at, followed that up with an easy run with Nat in Onkaparinga Gorge. There's a bit of elevation in it, but it was at Nat's training pace, so it was fairly easy for me. And you can see from the training effect score that you get how hard each training session is. So it's based on your heart rate and for how long your heart rate is at a certain level. So if your heart rate's fairly low for a short period of time, like a recovery run, the training effect is fairly low and it's classified as a recovery day. For the interval sessions, because the heart rate's a fair bit higher, it's still not that long of a session. It's usually a medium training effect. And then for runs like last week's 50k, it was a long run and it was a high training effect. And although the easy run with Nat was about a quarter the distance and time and elevation as the long run, because my heart rate was lower, the training effect was 7 times less. Punch bowl there. Okay, so this is called the punch bowl link. So quite often there's different names given. There's a Sundews loop, but this is the reason why it's a punch bowl, is because there's punch bowls. So for the Sunday run, we've come to the Trail Running SA social weekend. And the Sunday run is based around Waipinga. So Matt and I are doing a long out and back from Waipinga to the Bluff and back. So Saturday session, a bit more intensity. Still trying to get back into it, so not going for a particularly hard session, but still pushed it as much as my legs would handle it. So I did a session of 2 kilometre effort, then 2 by 1 kilometre efforts. Recovery not too long between each. I did that twice. Casey did that 3 times. My legs are pretty cooked after 4k of running on that pace. Our target pace, which we held, was 3 minute 20 kilometres. And yeah, so after the first one, I did a second set and then felt like I'd worked very hard, so that was enough. I'll come back next week to try to improve that. Anyway, today it is a long easy run with Nat. Again, at her training pace, it's going to be nice and comfortable for me, so good for incorporating into an easier week. But it's still over 3 hours on feet. So that wraps up an easier week, which included a monthly weigh-in, which I'm doing for the vlog on my journey to Tarawera. Next week I'm hoping to ramp up the distance and the intensity. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
I got that on camera. Yes. Yes. I did.